Welcome back to our channel, Soap Fans. Today is a beautiful day to dive into the most explosive drama Los Angeles has to offer. We are bringing you the absolute latest, most heart-stopping updates from the bold and the beautiful. Buckle up because the Spencer family is about to face their darkest hour yet, and the fallout will change everything. Shattered glass, twisted metal, the deafening silence of a desolate Los Angeles highway. While Spencer is bleeding out on the unforgiving asphalt. The golden boy of the Spencer empire has just suffered a catastrophic motorcycle crash, and the sheer brutality of the impact is about to send shockwaves through every single powerful family in this city. Wood did not just lose control of his bike tonight. He lost control of his entire life. Driven completely mad by absolute despair, Will was wandering the streets in a drunken, heartbroken haze. Electra Forrester delivered the final, fatal blow to his heart, rejecting him with a cold, unyielding finality that shattered his spirit. The brutal rejection pushed him over the edge. Blinded by tears, intoxicated by both alcohol and sheer agony, Will climbed onto his motorcycle. It was a fatal mistake. The screech of tires echoed through the night. The violent collision tore through the air. Now, Will is fighting for his life, his body broken, his future hanging by a terrifyingly thin thread. The shrill, piercing ring of a telephone shatters the quiet of the night. Katie Logan Spencer answers, and in one single heartbeat, her entire universe collapses. The words from the emergency room doctor are every mother's worst, most paralyzing nightmare. Motocycle accident. Severe trauma. Massive internal injuries. Katie drops the phone. The blood drains from her face. Her maternal instincts ignite into a blinding, feral panic. She does not even remember the drive to the hospital. She only remembers the suffocating terror gripping her throat, the desperate prayers echoing in her mind, and the overwhelming fear that she might lose her son forever. Katie bursts through the sterile, blindingly white doors of the intensive care unit. Her chest is heaving. Her eyes are frantic, searching for the doctors, searching for the surgeons, searching for any sign that her boy is going to survive this nightmare. But when Katie throws open the door to Will's recovery room, she is met with a sight that instantly freezes the blood in her veins. She expects to see nurses. She expects to see medical monitors. Instead, she sees Melissa Dillon. Dillon is standing right there, hovering over Will's broken, unconscious body. Her face is painted with an exaggerated, frantic mask of worry. She is playing the part of the devoted, terrified friend perfectly. She is weeping, wringing her hands, projecting an image of absolute devastation. But Katie Logan Spencer is not a fool. Katie is a powerhouse CEO who can spot a fraud from a mile away. Katie stops dead in her tracks. The sheer panic in her heart is immediately replaced by a cold, lethal suspicion. Katie does not believe in coincidences. She does not believe in accidents. And she absolutely does not believe that Melissa Dillon just happened to beat her to the hospital in the middle of the night. Katie's eyes narrow into dangerous slits. She marches across the room, her presence commanding and terrifying. She demands to know exactly what Dillon is doing hovering over her son. Dillon stammers. She plays the victim. She claims she heard the news and rushed over because she cares so deeply for Will. But Katie is not buying a single syllable of this desperate performance. Katie knows Dillon's history. She knows Dillon's aggressive, calculated pursuit of the Spencer wealth. She knows Dillon has been stalking Will's every move, trying to sink her claws into the Spencer legacy. This is not a coincidence. This is a calculated intrusion, and Katie is ready to declare absolute war. The tension in the hospital room is suffocating. The rhythmic, agonizing beep of Will's heart monitor is the only sound cutting through the heavy, toxic silence between the two women. Katie steps directly into Dillon's personal space. She does not yell. She whispers, and that whisper is far more terrifying than a scream. Katie tells Dillon that she is watching her. Katie tells Dylan that she knows this overly worried act is a complete sham. Katie puts Dylan directly in her crosshairs, promising that if Dylan had anything to do with this tragedy, she will personally destroy her. But the nightmare is only just beginning. The lead surgeon enters the room, and the medical prognosis lands like a physical blow to Katie's chest. Will's injuries are catastrophic. The trauma to his lower body is severe. His leg is shattered in multiple places. The bone fractures are incredibly complex, requiring immediate, extensive reconstructive surgery. The doctor delivers the devastating final verdict. Will Spencer is not going to walk out of this hospital. He is going to be confined to a wheelchair for the foreseeable future. Katie breaks down. The reality of her vibrant, strong son being bound to a wheelchair is too much to bear. But the grief is quickly overshadowed by a dark, looming presence at the door. Dollar Bill Spencer has arrived. The hospital doors practically blow off their hinges as Bill storms into the intensive care unit. He is a hurricane of pure, unadulterated wrath. He looks at his son. He looks at the bandages, the tubes, the shattered leg, the wheelchair sitting ominously in the corner of the room. Bill Spencer does not cry. Bill Spencer plots vengeance. Bill's voice booms through the sterile hallways, sending shivers down the spines of the medical staff. He makes a solemn, terrifying vow right there at the foot of Will's hospital bed. He swears on his life, on the entire Spencer empire, that he will find the person responsible for putting his son in a wheelchair. Bill declares that this was no simple accident. He vows to deploy every single resource at his disposal. He is unleashing the full, terrifying might of Spencer Publications. Bill starts barking orders into his phone. He is hiring the most ruthless private investigators in Los Angeles. He is demanding access to every single traffic camera within a 50-mile radius of the crash site. He is ordering forensic teams to scour every inch of the asphalt where Will's motorcycle went down. He wants witness statements. He wants phone records. He wants blood. Bill Spencer vows to hunt down whoever caused this crash, and when he finds them, he promises to obliterate their entire existence. And standing quietly in the corner of the room, listening to every single one of Bill's terrifying threats, is Melissa Dillon. Dillon's overly worried facade is starting to crack. Her hands are trembling. Her heart is hammering against her ribs so violently she thinks it might break through her chest. She is sweating. She is suffocating. The pressure in the room is crushing her alive. Because Dillon is hiding a massive, dark, unforgivable secret. Dillon was there. Dillon was at the scene of the accident. She knows exactly what happened on that dark, desolate highway. She knows why Will crashed. She knows the exact sequence of events that led to the golden boy of the Spencer family being shattered on the pavement. And she is completely, utterly terrified that the truth is going to come out. As Bill loudly details his relentless investigation plans, Dillon's mind is racing at 1,000,000 miles an hour. She is trapped in a psychological prison of her own making. How much did the cameras catch? Did anyone see her vehicle? Did Will see her before he lost consciousness? The immense, unbearable pressure of Bill's wrath is pushing Dillon to the absolute brink of a nervous breakdown. She is desperately trying to maintain her innocent, concerned posture, but Katie's lethal glare is burning a hole straight through her soul. Dillon knows that Dollar Bill Spencer never makes an empty threat. If Bill's private investigators find even a single shred of evidence placing Dillon at the scene of the crash, her life is over. She won't just lose her job at Forrester Creations. She won't just lose her chance at the Spencer fortune. She will face the full, destructive fury of a billionaire father out for revenge. The walls of the hospital room are closing in on Dillon. Katie is watching her every micro-expression. Bill is mobilizing an army to uncover the truth. And Will is lying unconscious, holding the key to the entire mystery in his traumatized memory. When Will finally wakes up, what will he remember? Will he remember the blinding headlights? Will he remember the screech of the tires? Will he remember seeing Dillon's face in the shadows just seconds before the impact? The stakes have never been higher. The Spencer family is out for blood. Katie's maternal instincts have locked onto Dylan like a heat-seeking missile. Bill is turning Los Angeles upside down to find the culprit. And Melissa Dillon is standing right in the middle of the storm, desperately trying to hide the fact that she is the very monster they are hunting. This is no longer just a tragic accident. This is a high-stakes game of cat and mouse. Dylan is playing a dangerous, deadly game of deception against the most powerful family in the city. She must cover her tracks. She must manipulate the narrative. She must ensure that we'll never remembers the truth about that night. But with Katie Logan Spencer breathing down her neck and Bill Spencer tearing the city apart, Dylan's dark secret is a ticking time bomb waiting to detonate. The explosion is coming. The fallout will be catastrophic. The truth always comes to the light in Los Angeles, and when it does, the Spencer family's revenge will be legendary. Will Dylan's dark secret be exposed by Dollar Bill's ruthless wrath? Drop your theories below, hit subscribe, and never miss a twist.